Two little brothers, 8-year-old Fadi and 11-year-old Juma Abu Asi, went out Saturday morning to collect firewood. They never came home. Israeli forces killed them in an airstrike because the boys had wandered past something called the Yellow Line. Since the fragile U.S.-brokered ceasefire took effect on October 10th, that yellow line has become one of the most dangerous places on Earth, especially for Palestinian civilians who don't always know exactly where it runs. The line was drawn as part of the Gaza truce hostage deal. Israel withdrew its troops to this boundary, keeping roughly half of Gaza under its control, while Hamas holds the crowded western half. Concrete yellow blocks, spaced every few hundred meters, and an online IDF map are supposed to mark the edge. But in many places, the markers are missing, or the line on the ground doesn't match the map. On Saturday morning, in the town of Bani Suhaila, east of Khan Younis, the two Abu Asi brothers crossed into the Israeli-controlled side. Their uncle, Mohammed Abu Asi, says they were simply gathering scraps of wood so their wheelchair-bound father could light a fire to keep the family warm. They are children, he told Reuters at their funeral. What do? They do not have missiles or bombs. They just wanted wood for their father. The Israeli Defense Forces saw it differently. In a short statement, the military said troops from the Kafir Brigade spotted two suspects who were carrying out suspicious activity on the ground and approaching forces in a manner that posed an immediate threat. An Israeli Air Force drone struck and killed both boys to remove the threat, the IDF said. Disturbing footage from Nasser Hospital in Khan Younis shows the family kneeling over two small body bags. In one of them, the face of little Fadi is still visible. At the funeral, their father, unable to walk, prayed from his wheelchair, prayed over his sons as mourners carried the tiny shrouds. This was not an isolated incident. Gaza's health ministry says more than 350 Palestinians, most of them civilians, have been killed near or across the Yellow Line since the ceasefire began. Human rights groups call it a kill zone. The IDF insists every strike targets only those who pose an imminent danger, including, it claims, Hamas fighters trapped on the wrong side of the line. But when the victims are an 8-year-old and an 11-year-old out looking for firewood, many are asking, how thin, how unforgiving can the ceasefire line really be? Critics fear the Yellow Line is slowly hardening into something permanent, a de facto annexation that could shrink Gaza by a quarter or more, while the world argues over the next phase of the truce. For now, in the rubble-strewn fields east of Khan Younis, two small brothers lie buried. And the Yellow Line, meant to bring quiet, has become a boundary where childhood mistakes can cost lives. This is the new reality along Gaza's Yellow Line, where a single step can be the last one.
Subscribe to One India and never miss an update. Download the One India app now.